From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Good morning. I'm Lena Pringle, filling in for Kylie Conway. This is your News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, May 30th. Turning the heat up, temperatures will continue to warm up today, and the muggy meter will also climb a bit. We can't rule out spotty showers and storms, but expect a mainly dry, fairly warm, and more humid day. Highs are set to rise into the upper 80s. Happening today, with the default deadline quickly approaching, a U.S. House committee is set to consider the debt ceiling package. As we've reported, President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy reached a deal over the weekend. The bill would cut spending and suspend the debt ceiling through January 1st of 2025. The House Rules Committee is scheduled to vote on this package later today. A full House vote could come as soon as tomorrow. As we've reported, the new deadline is June 5th. A Memorial Day mass shooting in Florida leaves 9 people, including 4 children, injured. Police say all victims are stable. It happened on a beach boardwalk in Hollywood, Florida, just after 6:30 last night. According to police, officers detained 1 person and are searching for another suspect. Investigators think it started as a fight between 2 groups. According to police, the children injured ranged in ages from 1 to 17, and the adult victims are between 25 and 65. An early morning shooting wounds a man in Indianapolis. Police say they found the victim at a gas station on Emerson Avenue, just off of I-70. Officers say the man said he had been shot about a block away. Police say the man was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but is now stable. No word on what led to it or if police know who the shooter was. A woman from Zionsville is in custody, accused of shooting at police officers with her children nearby. Lauren Cupp was already wanted on several charges. The Boone County Sheriff says someone spotted her in the Royal Run neighborhood early yesterday afternoon. Deputies and police officers tried to take her into custody, but Cupp ran away with her 2 kids and fired a shot toward officers. They say she then left the children behind and ran farther into some woods where a police dog helped track her down. She faces several new charges, including criminal recklessness and neglect of a dependent. People took to the skies this holiday weekend as race fans and Memorial Day travelers flooded Indianapolis International Airport. The TSA hasn't released its final numbers, but it expected to screen more than 22,000 people at the airport yesterday. That's up 5,000 from last Memorial Day. The airport tells News 8 this Memorial Day may have seen the highest number of travelers since the day after Indianapolis hosted the Super Bowl back in 2012. Just 24 hours after the NBA's Larry O'Brien Trophy hit the red carpet at the Indy 500, the 2 teams are now set for this year's finals. The Miami Heat beat the Boston Celtics 103-84 last night in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The win comes after quite the back-and-forth series. The Heat won the first 3 in a row before Boston won another 3 in a row to tie it up Saturday. The Heat will now face off against the Denver Nuggets for the championship. This is the Heat's first finals appearance since 2020 and the Nuggets' first ever. The league says this year's finals games will also start 30 minutes earlier than prior years. And from the court to the ice, the 2 teams fighting for the Stanley Cup trophy are also set. The Vegas Golden Knights defeated the Dallas Stars 6-0 in Game 6 last night of the Western Conference Finals. The Knights will now face off against the Eastern Conference champs, the Florida Panthers. Both teams will meet this Saturday night in Vegas for Game 1. And now to business headlines. Content on streaming services is disappearing as studios seek to cut costs. Wall Street has turned up the heat on media companies, now focusing on if and when streaming will be profitable versus if they're putting up big subscriber numbers. Removing content from streaming platforms is a way for streamers to avoid residual payments and licensing fees. American Airlines has reduced its September schedule by more than 10,000 flights, significantly reducing frequencies on numerous routes and cutting others. It only represents a 6% reduction in American's operations in September. American's New York and Chicago routes suffered the most significant reduction. Bud Light and Budweiser brands haven't tweeted in over a month as backlash over transgender influencers continues. The company last tweeted on April 14th, but got thousands of complaints. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Lena Pringle, online at wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.